So you want to main Zed. Well, do you like shadows? Do you like ninjas? Do you like faker? Do you like outplays? And do you like making AD carries AFK? Then Zed, the Master of Shadows, is for you.
Reason you're not making this lane very fun. Don't you fucking DM me for support?
Get!
Shit's rude.
Yes! Stupid Akali. I am the superior ninja.
Doesn't matter.
No one can. No, you quiet your mouth here. I am the superior ninja. So Zed is the first ninja to be able to unlock and master the ancient forbidden shadow jutsu or some shit. I know it's not called the shadow jutsu, but we will be referring to it from now on, and go ahead and fucking fight me, kid. So he trained against Shen this entire time, and Shen would constantly shove his Vorpal stuff up Zed's ass because he was better than him and the favorite of all the students. So like an 11-year-old boy who's just learning about what girls' vaginas look like, he got really fucking angsty, and he went to this box and opened it and gave him shadow powers and shit. He beat Shen, but was banished by his master, and eventually came back with an army, and the old master was like, come in, come destroy the box and shit. But Zed instead just straight up cut the guy's head off in front of Shen and took the dojo. Long story short, he's just really angsty. Also, apparently he's friends with Syndra, and since Syndra is the greatest fucking champion in League of Legends, that puts Zed really high on my fun list. In-game, Zed is the perfect manifestation of everything a high elo player could want. He is a generally squishy, but not that squishy, high damage AD assassin that's extremely adept at killing literally everyone in the game, whether it be tank, mid laner, support, or ADC. Though I can't imagine you will have a little bit of prejudice against ADCs, considering his kit. He also presents one of the best and most enjoyable learning and skill curves of all champions in the game. Low elo Zed players can still do well with him without mastering his mechanics, but high elo Zed players need to be feared. This guy just has everything you could ever want to completely fuck with people and look like a badass doing it. So Zed's passive is no skill last hitting. When an enemy goes below 50% max health, your next basic attack deals a percentage of their max health as magic damage that scales 3 times from 6 to 10% with level. It can only go off a few seconds, however. This skill makes lane trading really scary when you get low, and you will never, ever miss a minion CS. It's so goddamn easy to farm with this skill because of all the extra damage you do. It's just a great fucking passive and has so much extra damage you'll just never expect to see. For the sake of Zed's kit, I'm going to start with his W first, and his W is Spooky Ghosts. Passively, Zed gets a percentage increase to his bonus attack damage as he levels up. When activated, he sends out a shadow of himself in any direction a short distance. This shadow will completely mimic Zed's Q or E ability and do the damage they do, as well as restore some energy if they both hit. Also, Zed can reactivate the ability to swap places with his shadow one time. Now, just from those few sentences alone, you know that this ability has so much potential, and it really does. There are some crazy plays that can be made with this ability, and its uses are off the charts when combined with his other abilities, like Zed's Q, which is Generic Ninja Ability 15. You just throw it a shuriken, doing physical damage in line, which does less damage to all subsequent targets hit after the first. The AD ratio on this is completely insane, and does so much damage. When doubled up with your W, you can throw 2 shurikens, and if they both hit a target, it restores the energy and deals half damage on the second shuriken. One of the neat tricks you can do is W forward and use your Q to get some extended range poke out, or you can use it to help push lane. Or honestly, it's just a normal damage ability, do with it what you want. Zed's E is Spinning Stabbing Move. He spins in a circle, dealing damage to those around him. For every champion he hits, it reduces the cooldown of his W by 2 seconds. If you hit the enemy with your E slash from your clone, you slow them for 1.5 seconds. And if you hit them with both of your slashes from the clone and yourself, the slow is increased by another 50% and restores energy. Honestly, it's a bunch of fancy stuff that basically comes down to this: excellent wave clear, and a slow that helps you with CC. Besides, as awesome as some of these things get, they are all pale in comparison to Zed's ultimate, which is, you are already dead. Zed's ult is a point-and-click mark on an enemy champion. One cast, you become untargetable for a short time and do the best fucking laugh in the game, and dash behind the enemy champion. He then marks them and ignores unit collision for 3 seconds, as well as spawning a shadow at the cast location that is there for 6 seconds. At the end of the 3-second duration, the mark triggers, dealing damage based on your physical and magic damage you dealt to the target when they were marked, as well as 100% of your AD ratio. And finally, after a short delay after casting, you can press R again to go back to the shadow you made on cast. And Jesus fuck, that is a lot of information. Holy shit. Basically, this ability is what makes Zed, Zed, and what makes him so goddamn good and murdering carries. You get a free execute, untarget ability, and another clone to get away, and all this awesome stuff is just fantastic. And I will tell you why this makes Zed so great in just a quick moment. So skill max, I go QEW. When he first came out, I used to go QWE because W gave that extra AD ratio. But I soon realized that the extra damage E has is just so much nicer, plus the extra AD will make a huge difference until you're already late into the game, and your build will obviously be much stronger. So Q for more damage, then E for more damage, and W for, you fucking guessed it, more damage. But how do I play Zed? Oh, I'm sorry. I was just drinking the salty tears of your mid and AD carry. I'm not gonna lie, playing Zed is not easy. And I think everyone can agree with me when I say that Zed is a tough champion to master because while his learning curve isn't too crazy, his skill curve to become effective with him is really high. There is a reason when you see Zed, you instantly think Faker, because the plays you can make with him are just insane. And this is at all stages of the game. Now the tank meta has given Zed some problems lately, but you gotta just learn to adapt. Every stage of the game, Zed is a fucking crazy champion in the right hands. In lane, it's just over and over again, Q poke, W Q poke, W E Q poke, like go the fuck away, I'm trying to farm these goddamn minions, you're being more of a dick in this meta than Riven. Seriously though, what the fuck, I'm getting really tired of seeing that bitch in every game, she needs to go away, hashtag remove Riven 2K15. But then mid game, you're practically some more edgy version of Katarina. Go bot lane, get a double, go top lane, get a kill, or fucking go counter jungle. I doubt any of them will see you coming, because you're from the shadows. They won't see you coming. Fuck you, Carlos. And then boom, you're fed, and you will never ever stop being amazing. But the real magic of Zed is when you hit your ultimate. Let me draw a comparison to somebody like Rengar or Talon. You go to the enemy AD carry or enemy mid laner, and you're like, hey you there. You are going to die. I'm probably going to die along with you if I don't use my Talon ult or run away quickly as Rengar. But you are going to be so fucking dead. With Zed, it's the same thing, except after that little mark is consumed and they explode in a mass of blood and organs, you can then shadow back to your old clone and then you're fucking out of there. Then you go back in and use your regular abilities and still do a shit ton of damage. None of this is at all okay. And you may say something to me like, but Bricky, tank meta and CC will fuck Zed up. Well, you're goddamn wrong. CC will fuck Zed up, but CC fucks everything up, that's why it's called CC. But people always think tanks are the best thing to do against Zed, and let me be fucking straight with you, they are not. You see, when you play a tank, and you see Zed in a team fight, your first instinct is to be like, go get that Zed, stop him from titty smacking my AD carry. And most Zeds try to ignore tanks, that they're a huge major issue. But if a tank is giving you trouble, just ult them. They won't try to avoid you, they won't try to avoid your damage, they think, oh, I'm a tank, I'm beefy, I'll do fine. And they will just sit there and fight you during the entire ult duration. And you'd be surprised how much damage your ultimate does when it pops. Because they'll be sitting there and you'll just be consistently attacking them. Damage, 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 damage. And then when it pops, a good third of their health is straight gone. You can shred tanks, just like you can shred carries. So next time that Renekton is giving you trouble, just ult that son of a bitch and win game like the manly shadow man you are. Please don't ult Renekton, you kids. Don't listen to me. Shadowy people. Zed is a solo ninja. He doesn't need any friends. Shen mains. People who can deal with Zed are, like I've said many times before, those with heavy CC or something that can deny his burst. So Lysandra is a prime example of a champion that can fight Zed well. Fizz can also be kind of a challenge because of his E, and Lulu for obvious reasons. Also, Aurelia seems to be kind of a bitch to fight against when playing as Zed. I'm not quite sure why, maybe just mesmerized by the butts. I have now mentioned butts in 2 of my So You Wanna Main videos in a row. You all better be prepared for this to continue. The skins we have for Zed are Dr. Zed, aka totally a Borderlands reference you missed, Faker Zed, and Robo Ninja Zed. And if we are on the topic of weird Robo Ninjas, Valkyr's butt in Warframe. I told you it wouldn't stop. To build Zed, you want to rely on attack damage and armor penetration. A great starter build would be to grab a Brutalizer, Boots, and a Cutlass. Merc Treads are good, and Moby Boots are nice for the roam, then build into Ghostblade, Blade of the Ruin King, Black Cleaver, or Last Whisper. Any of those 4 items are very good and really help you with the penetration damage you can use. And then you can build full damage to something like a Bloodthirster or Infinity Edge, or get a few tank items to survive like a Randuin's or a Guardian's Angel. Or grab a Frozen Mallet if you want to be a total ass. Runes, you go armor penetration with flat AD, and resistances depending on which enemy opponent you're fighting, as well as 2190 masteries. I would also suggest you take Ignite and Flash. But if you want to fuck some shit up, and by fuck some shit up, I mean just do a bunch of bullshit builds that you should never use, but I tell you to use because I like watching the world burn. So anyway, you got Support Zed of kill securing. Build a support item, then build regular Zed. Trust me, it is guaranteed to not only get you fed, but get a free 80 carry on your team as well to AFK. Oh no, buddy, I gotcha. No one can handle this. Oh, shit. My support Zed isn't very supportive. Shit, who would have known?
You're not support Zed, you're kill secure Zed.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to account for the Janna shield and the heal, so you're gonna have to do. Yeah.
Fuck that! I ain't accounted for anything.
Well, if you beat the reaction time, then.
I did. I'm Zed. I am too speedy. Well.
Oh fuck!
I gotta ignite, my friend. We good? Going for Bury the Baron?
I think we can stop it.
Don't worry. I've got this. Oh.
Yep.
Shit.
No, you don't.
Which of these items is it?
Wow. Is it... Are we... Did this actually work? I think I should be happy right now, but I'm just completely numb.
Mundo's coming behind us.
Oh shit, he is. Oh, and then we have Tristana. You think you can do it? Oh my! Oh! 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 Oh. I normally would tell you to build some weird shit top lane, but unfortunately it's basically the same thing as mid lane. So here's some stupid Zed clips. Enjoy.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, wow. Wow. Alright. Okay. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. Well, Tonka just mid lane for one, but this Akali just juked the shit out of my ass. What?
Still killed her.
Oh, good job on Rengar, by the way. Good job, Rengar. Yeah. But seriously, wow. Either I'm just Terabad or... There's dogs yelling outside now, and everything's gone south. Hold on, I need to laugh taunt them. Then they'll get all mad and come at me. See, look at that, it worked.
Or you can get.
Yeah, come at me. Come at me. You see, it worked. It was an elaborate ruse. It was an elaborate ruse.
Oh, you would have died.
They don't even know.
Ricky, don't tickle the Gnar.
I'm tickling this Gnar. Don't you tell me what to do. No what? I'm gonna come tickle him. Know what? Fuck you. Don't tell me what to do.
Alright, tickle his ass. Good job.
Swear to God, if Rengar doesn't have smite, I'm gonna lose it.
No!
Caitlyn.
Why? Well, at least he was tickled. Well, everybody, now you know what it takes to be a Zed main. I trust you can go out and ruin the lives of your enemies one faker outplay at a time. If this guide helped you get the challenger, please like and subscribe, leave a comment on which champion you'd like to see next. Until next game, this has been Bricky Orchidea asking that you don't fuck up my solo queue. Bye-bye.